Hello everyone, welcome to Stilt Video Series. Is your spouse a US citizen? Does your spouse hold a green card? Do you want to move to the US and stay together with them? If you answered yes to all these questions, you can go ahead and enter the US with the help of a CR1 visa. So what exactly is a CR1 visa? Who can get it? What are the documents required? We will find answers to all these questions and more in this video. What is a CR1 visa? A CR1 visa, also called IR1 spousal visa, is an immigrant visa issued to an alien who is married to a US citizen or permanent resident and wishes to live in the US with their spouse. The CR in CR1 stands for conditional resident. That is because this visa is only provided to couples who are married for less than 2 years. Similarly, the IR in IR1 stands for immediate relative, and this visa is granted to couples who are married for precisely more than 2 years. What is the difference between a K3 visa and a CR1 visa? The K3 visa used to serve the same purpose as the CR1 does now, but this visa is obsolete and no longer serves a purpose. The K3 visa used to be the non-immigrant visa that allowed spouses of US citizens to enter the US and give them the opportunity to change their status to obtain a conditional green card. All these objectives are now fulfilled by the CR1 spouse visa at a lower cost and in fewer steps. The CR1 visa allows spouses to have a conditional green card immediately. Who is eligible for a CR1 visa? It is important to mention that the CR1 visa can only be initiated by your US petitioner. Thus, it is essential that the petitioner is a US citizen or in possession of a green card, must be legally married to the person this process is initiated for, must meet the visa income requirements. It is also important to mention that the most common reason behind the denial of a CR1 visa is the unavailability of enough documents like tax returns and pay stubs. Documents required for a CR1 visa. As with any visa, your success rate depends on the availability of the correct documents. To help you put the right foot forward, here is a list of major documents needed. Form I-130, which is used to petition for your spouse. Form G-1145, which is an e-notification of application. DS-260, which is an electronic application for an immigrant visa. Cover letter. Proof of marriage, essentially a marriage certificate. Additional proofs of marriage like a joint bank account. Passport photos. Proof of permanent residency. Evidence of the end of any previous marriages. Medical examination forms. Affidavit of support, like a Form I-864. How to apply for a CR1 visa. The first step to getting a CR1 visa is to file a petition. You need to fill Form I-130 and send it to the USCIS or U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service. Once your petition gets approved by the USCIS, it is sent to the NVC or National Visa Center. You will then be provided with a case number for the petition and will be asked to complete Form DS-261 and provide your choice of address. You need to pay them the required fee along with the requested documents, after which processing will be started. Once your file is declared completed by the NVC, you will be scheduled for an interview. How much does a CR1 visa cost? The cost involved with the CR1 visa is significant. In addition to the fixed government costs, you might also have to incur additional costs which vary depending on your situation. The total government fee comes out close to $1,200, including $535 for a USCIS filing fee, $445 for an NVC fee, and $220 for a USCIS immigrant fee. Add to this, you might have to take care of travel costs and take a medical exam, which might be close to $200. And if you choose to hire an attorney to streamline things, you will have to pay for the attorney services as well. However, the good news is that once your visa is approved, you won't need to apply for a green card, which will definitely be a relief for your wallet. CR1 visa processing time. The processing time of a CR1 visa was much faster prior to 2018 than it is now. After new rules introduced recently, the processing of all visa types takes a considerable amount of time. As of now, it takes between 7 and 10 months from the initial application to the time the visa is granted. It is important to mention here that the processing time varies depending on certain factors like the country the alien belongs to, the current workload of the USCIS and the NVC, unforeseen events like natural disasters, the accuracy and completeness of the petition that you've submitted. CR1 Visa frequently asked questions. Here are the answers to a few questions that you might have in mind about the CR1 Visa. Can a CR1 Visa spouse work? Yes, the CR1 Visa spouse can work upon entering the US. Under a CR1 Visa, your passport is stamped and acts as a temporary green card. A permanent green card is then issued 2 to 3 months later. Can a CR1 Visa spouse travel outside the US? Yes, a CR1 Visa spouse can travel outside the US. Essentially, you enjoy all the rights and responsibilities as a US permanent resident. However, there is a catch. If you tend to spend too much time outside the US, you might end up losing your green card, especially when you've obtained your conditional residence based on the grounds of marriage. Long separations with your spouse might signal to the authorities that your marriage is not a real thing. Getting a CR1 visa will not only enable you to stay with your spouse, but it can also help you in entering the US and attaining a green card. However, obtaining a conditional residence visa is not as simple as it sounds. Thus, take the right steps in the correct way and seek the help of an attorney if needed. We hope this video has been helpful to you. At Stilt, we provide financial services for immigrants and the underserved. Subscribe to our channel and visit stilt.com for more details.